and keep it much shorter this time. I know, even though right now 0 people to start, that's always how it starts. Um, but then boom, a couple people start rolling in, and that's just how it goes. So we'll see, how long this goes. I don't want to be here too long. I want to go and see my dog, and go home, get ready for tomorrow. Lots of food reviews. Well, not too many, but I'm gonna get some things done. Hopefully, find some snacks as well. But I'm going to Raleigh tomorrow. I'm gonna start out early. Gonna go to Biscuitville. Gonna go to Scooters, scoot on around, get that raspberry macchiato. Gonna have a good time. It's been an eventful day today. I was not planning on so much that I ended up doing, but then it's like, oh wait, I still have to do this. I still have to do that. And so we did this and we did that. So if you want to know about my day today, where I've gone, what I've done, uh, had a little initiation ceremony for somebody. Started my morning out. Then I left there, and where did I go next? I think I went to Dollar General, a few Dollar Generals here and there. Went to Royal Farms. So I actually went to duck through, got these new energy freezes, frozen energy drinks, for real. The milkshake machine. Can't find them at any of the locations I go to, other than one, the duck through in Whaleyville. Um, had those. So I found those. Was impressed with one, not too impressed with the other. That review will come at some point. So I went to duck through. They also had these little mini cinnamon buns. Tried that. So did that. Left Whaleyville, went downtown. Then I think I went to Royal Farms. I went to Royal Farms and tried the fried egg biscuit, and then they had new grilled chicken, limited time. So we tried both of those, and after we did that, we went to Dollar General. We had a couple of like unsuccessful missions, right? Um, the two biggest things I was looking to do today, one was successful, one was unsuccessful, and we'll reel back into that. Well, I had 3 missions today, so one was successful. My biggest mission was successful. The other 2 missions, it's smaller goals today, didn't work. And that's life. So we went downtown, we did that, and we've been around downtown most of the day, right? So go behind the Kroger here in Suffolk. They got this nice park, and I did 5 laps, which typically most days I will do 3. Uh, it, it Now I don't jog behind Kroger much anymore. I'm working in Hampton, so that knocks out 5 days where I'm not doing that, and so that leaves like weekend days. So if I'm really just want to go to town to Suffolk, that's a good little place to jog at some point during the day, during the weekends. So usually I do like 3, and that really, off of my math, based off of what I've calculated, it's like 1.5 miles per lap. So it's 4.5 if I do 3, and then you keep going. So the other week I did like 4 because I was like mad. It wasn't even, no, it was last week, wasn't it? Yeah, last week I did 4. Today I was like, well, I want to jog. I want to go on a good long jog. So you know what I did? 5. I could do 6. Honestly, when I got around to the end of the 5th one, I was like, I could keep going. I'm not fired up. And then I was like, no, let's save some time, save some energy, which honestly, I'm never out of energy, right? I'm still a bubble full of energy, and I got lots of energy to keep going and going and going throughout the rest of the day. Even though I know the smart thing would be go home, well, not go home, go see my dog, hang out there for about an hour. Then I go home, and of course it's probably not going to work out the way I do, because I'll probably be over at my brother's house longer than an hour, hanging with my dog longer than an hour. So the plan should be for me to go home, and get some sleep because I'm waking up at 5 a.m. Now, most days most like review trips, I would wake up, 6 or 7 if I'm not going too far. Like if tomorrow I'm only going like 2, 3 hours out. I'm good. I'm good. Well, fair, but um, but tomorrow, since the Commanders play and everybody wants to hang out, which I knew was going to happen, I'm gonna try and make it back for that. So gotta keep in mind, I gotta do some reviews. Got my little list together where I'm going. Gotta keep it in here, and I mean, I think things are just as fun when I don't have a list. Because today we just went around and around and around. It's like, and I probably missed something, but that's okay. It's okay. Today was not that agenda type of day where like you gotta do this, you gotta do that. It's like, okay, this is where I'm gonna go first, and we're gonna go from there. But yeah, tomorrow 5 a.m. reviews, jog, probably brother's house, I think, to watch the Commanders and the Eagles. Probably back home after that and watch the Chiefs Bills game. Maybe figure out something to watch on Netflix. I watched Squid Games, season 1 and 2. I'm impressed. I like it. I thought it was good. So finally had something to watch. But now that I've finished that, it's like, okay, what do I want to work myself up to watch now? It's like, I don't know. So, what I should do? I just thought about this. I need to find someone who likes Harry Potter and just watch Harry Potter. Like, I feel like it would be fun to watch my reaction because I haven't read the books. I've watched like the first couple movies, and I had the opportunity in college. My housemate, he had Apple TV, or not Apple TV. He had some device that had all this stuff, had all these movies, and he had all the Harry Potter movies. And it's like, okay, I'll get to that next weekend. Nope. Okay, next weekend. You know what never happened, right? I mean, we're sitting here talking about it. Never watched all the Harry Potter movies. So, I gotta find time to sit down and do these things before my life is gone, right? Before I'm gone, and then they'll be talking crap about me. It's like, this dude never watched Harry Potter, which most people that would talk about me by the time I'm gone ain't gonna know I didn't watch Harry Potter, except for you 9 people that I've been talking to for the last couple minutes. But yeah, hi. Do you ever comment on my stuff in the past? I think you do. I don't know. There's so many people that comment. I get confused with who is who. So, do you still? You should see responses from me. If I'm not responding, that means YouTube is hiding your comments for some reason. It's not me. I don't hide comments. I don't delete. I get in the biggest beefs with people. I fight with people. I argue with them. And then they kind of accuse me of deleting their comments. I didn't delete their comments. And I know your comments are always wholesome. But I never delete their comments. It's YouTube. YouTube, they are strict. Like, they are, like, I don't know if I could say they're worse than Facebook, because they don't ban you, but they will tell you, we removed your comment. Well, they might not even tell you. They might not even tell you that they removed your comment, and they'll do it. And it's like, it's just like, I'm slow to responding, but trust me, I get it done within a month or two. So I've been doing a lot better at responding in a timely manner. And yeah, I mean, I don't respond to a lot of comments on Instagram or TikTok. Shame on me. But it's like, wow, why? I get you don't want to. There's people out there that are very sensible, or not sensible, sensitive. There are sensitive people out there, and you don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't want the liability of if they hurt themselves, or even worse, So you delete people's comments. Last comment was about, I'll have to check. If I'm gonna go watch, I'm gonna check that video, and if I see your comment, I'm gonna respond to it. If not, well, I mean, again, I I don't know if Instagram kind of filters out people who comment a lot. I don't know if they perceive things as spam now. All I know is I get in arguments with people, and then they start throwing curse words and nasty insults, and I start throwing some not so nice things. I try not to curse because I know that's an automatic. Your comment's not going to make it through. But like if I call somebody a snowflake, now Instagram's like, no, you can't call people a snowflake. There ain't no blizzard up in here. There's no blizzard. It's the tropics. It's warm. We're getting a tan, and we're telling you you can't comment this. It's like, okay, whatever. Now I'm sitting here having to rewrite what I thought. You asked a question, I answered with. Okay, now that makes more sense. If you comment and then you reply to my response, likelihood no. And there's a way for me to actually see that. I can go into YouTube Studio. Hello. I can go into YouTube Studio. Go to community, the community tab, I guess is what they call it now. It used to be the comment tabs. No, I did not reply to your response. I had made it. I don't know if I've seen it. But see, like, again, like, not all comments make it through for whatever reason. Again, if I see it, if it's a new comment and I see it, I will end up responding to it. A lot of times there are comments that YouTube doesn't hide at all, but for some reason when I go on YouTube Studio, it doesn't appear. So it's really weird. There are comments I miss, and it's not my fault. I'm doing what I can. I mean, I check YouTube Studio, but I don't directly use the YouTube app and the notification bell to look at comments. And I don't know, there's going to be a discrepancy between that and YouTube Studio. Do you still work? Yeah, I do. Whatever. I don't like it. Never have. Probably never will. And I don't want to stick to it. But right now, we're Yes, I am single. See, I need to answer these questions with, yeah, I have. Yes, it's still this. Yes, it's still that. Because then, for some reason, when I go back and I look, see, I got to talk like it's an interview, right? I got to answer the question with a response that's like got some flesh to it. Would I do a food challenge? Not unless it's like something everybody's jumping onto. I've very seldom done food challenges. I'm just a busy man with food reviews. Like I see, my mind's so busy, I haven't even gotten to tell you where I went after I jogged. So again, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to I told you there was 3 things today that in my mind I really wanted to get secure, and I got 1. But tomorrow, since I'm going to Raleigh, there's hope. But yeah, back to the, are you single, man? Yes. That's on me though. Always on me. Always on the dude. If you're a dude and you're single, it's because of you. Where is the friend who said what? Where is the friend who said what? Say that. I'm in a Subway / I'm in a parking lot of like a strip mall. There's a Mexican restaurant, edibles arrangement, Subway. So we'll talk about Subway too. That was one of the goals. So yeah, if you're a dude and you're single, it kind of falls on you. Come on, you gotta take the blame. I mean, unless there's only some situations where it's not on you. If you're not a good looking dude, it's not really on you, right? I look good. I know I got everything I need to get a girlfriend. It's just I don't put myself out there like I should, and that's okay. But I'm also kind of particular, like, there's standards, and they're not high standards, but like if someone were to be my girlfriend, the standards are kind of higher to if like I would initiate anything, because there's a difference between initiating something with a girl and wanting to dive on into a relationship. So, but anyways, we ain't here to talk about relationships and nonsense. I forgot to put a fun title. Today's title is going to be just to get some attention. Today's title is going to be "You ain't gotta like me, but why you hate me." And kind of, it was funny just like talking about those comments that get hidden and stuff. There's a lot of mean people out there. The way I handle it, I mean back. So you can't have thin skin. So. Also, I'm not trying to sit here after the sun goes down. So once the sun is down, what? Oh God! And I'm not even gonna. They're like. Anyways, um, reading that comment right there. I'm not even gonna spell it anymore. We know what it was. We're moving on, but. That's your type of humor, cool. But whatever. I'm not getting canceled for what you're saying. And hopefully you're not getting canceled for what you're saying. But hey, I'm not a canceler. I'm not one of those people that cancels. I hear things. I say things. It's done. Okay. Moving on. So, jogged. After jogging, things got a little bit interesting, right? So, went across the street I went to Kroger. I guess I found a few things. That's what I completed, and this wasn't a goal. I completed I can't say collection. I mean, I guess you can call it collection. I got all 3 of the new ice prime drinks. So that review, not going to be a long form video. You got to watch my short, watch my TikTok. That's coming soon. Next week or 2. Very busy. Not a lot of things are going on this week, but I got a lot of snacks I just tried today. Tried the new Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Just got the chocolate chip cookie Nestle. Did a short for that. So went to Sonic, did some content for that. So I have a lot of things, and again, I'm going to Raleigh tomorrow. Yes, I know we're getting a passion fruit Mountain Dew Walmart exclusive as a replace for Frostbite. Exciting stuff. I talked to Supernova some. Haven't heard from him in a while. He still follows me on Instagram, but have not heard from him in a while. I even reached out to him. I was like, dude, this Gatorade, the Aqua Blast that they've got exclusive to Walmart, this tastes like if you turned Baja Blast, and I did a short review thing for TikTok, for here. Go watch that. It's only like a minute. It doesn't take any time. So I told him, I said, it tastes like Baja Blast as a Gatorade. And I ain't heard from him. He's a busy man, I guess. He's too busy chasing snack with sack around. I mean, he's got news. He's got food news. But, what did he really add other than a younger guy than Marky Devo? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Maybe he's more accurate information. I don't know. They both do the same thing and drop the same food news. And Snackalator, he does a good job too, but I don't know what they really added. I guess Snackalator does a little bit more broad and on fast food. Nashville hot. You want me to try it again? I'm not trying it again. Not if I try something once, I'm not doing it again. And I could have read that comment completely wrong. It was a paragraph, and it's not letting the paragraph sit there as long as it should. It should take into account it's a paragraph that you wrote. So let it sit there for a good 30 seconds is good, so I can see that it's there, read it, and acknowledge it. And see, I'm just wandering off, and then I notice a comment, and then I'm wandering off. So yeah, it's like toaster strudel ice cream, toaster strudel ice cream, toaster. You sure there's toaster strudel? Oh, yeah. We're gonna get to that. That's Bluebell. Sorry, I thought you meant to refer the Eggos and the Eggo ice cream that's coming, and the Rice Krispie ice cream that's coming. Probably not gonna. I might get one. I kind of want to get them, but I'm gonna look for Post Malone Oreo. Pre-sale is $127. Stores are getting them 2-4. February 4th. So I'm gonna get to it. I will look for it. I don't feel like buying it pre-sale. It's a waste of money. Yeah, they do sound good. It's like salted caramel and shortbread, and then you got the chocolate Oreo, so you got that little chocolatey twist. That's gonna be really good. Taco Bell tenders are a test item. Flint, Michigan. You want a review on that? I haven't checked the people I subscribe to, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Flint, Michigan. Chris Frezza, Frezza. That's who you're gonna want to go watch right now. I don't know if he's got a review up. I mean, it's not gonna be long. He's gonna see the news. He's gonna go to Taco Bell, and he's gonna get whatever he wants. I'm sure he's gonna get all the items. Him and his son can split it. So, no. Which I thought last week I did it on Sunday. It was either Saturday or Sunday last week, but no, I don't typically stream. This is just the second time I was bulling around and said, well, I was gonna do it much earlier today. I was thinking about doing it after I jogged. I'm like, no, I got things to do, and then I'll do it. But I told y'all, I'm not gonna sit here after the sun goes down. Even though I could talk forever, and y'all know it, I'm not gonna do it. I promise you, this is gonna be a short video. But I'll try, if I can have time, I will try and make time. So tomorrow I'm going to Raleigh. I got to figure out when I'm going to, yes, I jog every day. When I'm going to Charlotte, because I got to go to Jack in the Box and a couple other places. You want Pepsi Mango back? Why did they replace it with cherry and cream so generic? I love cherry and cream. I love it. But honestly, it's just cherry, Pepsi, and cream soda Pepsi mixed together, which I don't think cream soda Pepsi is even around anymore. So but mango, I bought a bottle, and there's a famous donut shop in North Carolina. Is it just a local shop, or is it a chain? And where in North Carolina? Because again, it could be in Fayetteville, it could be in Greensboro, and at that point I might not be able to make time. So you gotta tell me where it is. So we'll talk about jogging every day. But went to Publix today too. I want to get back to where my day was. I appreciate the questions and everything, but I'm gonna have to, if I'm gonna get like a comprehensive story or thought out, I'm gonna have to stop answering the questions. That's just gonna be how it is. So jogged. I'll jog every day. If I can get 5 miles in, that's the goal. Popeyes has a bigger variety than Cane's. I love Cane's for what it is, but better flavor, bigger variety. You get more. You get more out of it, right? I just had the Louisiana Cajun wings from Popeyes. Yeah, miss me with that Cane's. That's better than anything on Cane's menu right there. That one item. So Kiwi Star, Kilk. Did you mean to say Quick Star? I don't know. I don't have a Quick Star. I gotta breathe. Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's hard to stay on topic when you got a lot of people asking you questions. Like, this ain't no like press conference where it's like one person asks a question, you answer the question. No, you got, oh, here's a question, then I answer it. Here's another question. Here's a question, and then they're popping in 2 at a time, and it's like, okay, 2 questions at one time, then I gotta answer them. So we're going back. Jogged. Sun's going down, so we're running out of time. Jogged. Again, I try and jog. Just imagine a red carpet. Impress everyone. I'm not trying to impress anyone. Anyone that I'm trying to impress is not going to be impressed. So, shoot. Thanks for throwing me off again. I try and jog 5 miles a day if I can. In Hampton, I'm also trying to find time to do some short food reviews. So I do like 4 most days in Hampton. And if I can do a longer jog like I did today, it's like, yeah, I'm doing a longer jog today. Get a longer jog in, that's nice. But yeah, 5 miles is always the goal. always. Unless it's summer, then I get a little lousy. It's a little hot, guys. A little hot. It's cold now. Whew. Build Frosty the Snowman. I'm gonna be Frosty the Snowman. You gonna see Frosty the Snowman jogging. That's what you gonna do. So back to where we went. So went across the street, parked in front of the Subway. I'd gone there last week to ask if they had the Oreo thing. They said it wouldn't be till February. So I didn't see it on the sign, and I didn't mess with it. Then, yeah, the tunnel can be a problem sometimes. But now that the sun's not, and we're not trying to veer off, but now that the sun is not setting until like 5:20, 5:30, I get a little bit more time where I can go do a couple food reviews, just in case. And then maybe the tunnel's clear. This past week it wasn't too bad. Don't know if a lot of people were just working from home due to the snowstorms. But it just wasn't bad traffic. Even though I still bowled around and went to Baskin Robbins, went to Rita's. Rita's is a frozen custard place. I still need to go to Mod Pizza up there. Live in LA. You could do awesome reviews out here. I went to LA. I don't do local reviews. I did a couple fast food reviews, like, and I took a lot of pictures of the food I ate, but I didn't review Del Taco for some. I don't know. I got the McDonald's guava pie. I know I did that. That was fun. And then at the time they had something with their fries. I don't know why I got their fries. I don't know if they had a basket fries. But have you ever doing food? No, I'm probably not gonna do food challenges. I'm busy. I'm busy with food reviews, busy with life. So and it's a lot of stuff to do. Like, I jog so that I can look good and feel good, not be worried about the consequences of some of this food that I eat. But I also moderate with the food that I eat. And so, you want me to say yeehaw, I'll do that. So doing a food challenge, it's gonna be like this mental roadblock of shame and guilt, and I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. Every meal I eat right now is just, I moderate, and I don't eat the whole thing. I go out to eat with family, I'll eat half the meal. I'll take it home and eat it for lunch the next day, maybe pair it with a couple other things that I did for food reviews. But I have gotten to the point where mentally I'm like, I just don't need to eat all this food. I need to cut it, need to proportionalize it. So, I just try and keep myself in check and do what is best for me and my long-term health, for lack of better terms. I guess health is the overall physical, mental, emotional. It all plays a role. Come on now. 2 years ago, if you go back and look at my, thank you. If you look at my reviews from 2 years ago, and people say I wasn't fat then, but at least people will admit that I was pudgy, that I was out of shape in a way. And since then, you can see the change, right? I'm still a ball of fire. I'm still a hothead. I still get mad at a lot of things. I still curse like a sailor, which, as I said, I can't pronounce it. But despite all that, despite my attitude that needs improvement, there's clearly just a change in me overall, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. Like, it just feels like my life has completely taken a 180 in a way. Because 2 years ago, I was really sitting at a point. I'm going to try to hit it. Okay, my car wants to shut off. I'm using it to charge. I'll just cut it off. That shouldn't do anything. But 2 years ago, I'm barely seeing the comments come, just sitting here, just kind of manifesting this. Uh, it was rough. Like I was thinking about quitting. I was like, how do I get myself back into shape? Um, how can I fix this? How can I get myself out of this hole that I dug? I dug the hole. Like literally, you know, from when I was, a kid till when I was like 19, I was fat. Then I got to college and I took my health seriously and cut off most of the bad food that you eat, started drinking water, and I was walking a lot. So I had all that. And the next thing you know, I'm still in college 3 years later, and I start driving. I had started this like obsession with snacks and trying snacks and trying new food items. And my friend was like, "You should do food reviews on YouTube." And I'm like, "That's not a bad idea." Um, and what really kicked it off is I had a mental roadblock in terms of driving. I just like I don't know how to drive. I'm scared to drive. I can't do this. There's no way. There's no way I'm ever gonna drive, right? And then I got frustrated. I got bored. I said, you know what? Actually, I'm smart. And my friend here, my housemate's telling me this thing's easy. And now I feel offended. It's like you're telling me this is easy and I ain't doing it. And I'm acting like it's the hardest thing in the world. Now I'm offended. Now I feel like I'm challenged. It's like you got me wanting to do this. So I'm like, okay. So go get my license. I taught myself how to drive. I observed people. I watched them, but nobody was there in the passenger seat telling me you need to do this, you need to do that. There was a couple of times people rode with me. They were yelling at me and all this shit because it wasn't it for them. They couldn't deal with me. But I literally just I did what I had to do. My way of learning how to do something is I observe it very closely and I don't have cases. And that's frustrating because I need to hit up my man. Well, one of my dudes, one of my plugs for these sodas. I need to hit one of them up and get that new Sunkissed. Is it blood orange raspberry? Got to get that, but I don't have cases, so I gotta get one of my plugs. So we gotta get that done. Um, so yeah, back to now I lost viewers because I was telling such a good story and then I zoned off. So I started driving and I started doing food reviews, and now I wasn't. I was still walking to. I was still walking to college. Still I would walk from the house off campus, a couple miles, but I was walking. It wasn't like jogging. It wasn't like heavy activity. It was just long walks, and so it started getting worse and worse. I graduated college. Now, all physical activity gone, other than I'm going in the grocery store and I'm eating this bad food. I'm still drinking water consistently, but I'm not moderating. I'm feeling shameful if I waste food. Now I don't really feel too shameful about it. I know that's bad to say. I get that. I get that we shouldn't waste food, but it's junk food. It's not good for you in the first place. And sure, you can find someone that's less fortunate and give them the half a sandwich you didn't eat. But at the end of the day, what are you really doing for that person? You're not giving them something nutritious. They're really supposed to be eating something nutritious. If they're underserved, they need to be fed something that's good for them. So feeding them a sandwich or a donut or something, it's not going to go a very long way for them. So yeah. Anyways, so I just after all that weight was gained, after I got all pissed off at myself and pissed off at the world, and a few other things happened that just got me real fired up. I said, okay, it's time for a change. So let's start. So I jogged one day. I said, okay, let's go for number two. Day 2, jog. Day 3, jog. Day 4. Then it's like, okay, well now we need to go further. Okay, all right, we're We're jogging 3 miles. That's good. Okay. All right. And now we're jogging 5 miles a day. I don't think. I mean, timeliness is what keeps me from doing it more than 5 a day. Like I don't really have the time to put towards it. Um, it's a long, busy day every day. So at that point, it's like, okay, 5 is what we're gonna have to settle with. But 5 is not my peak, right? If there's a day like a weekend day, like today, did those 5 laps behind Kroger. If I estimate it correctly, it's at least 7, right? Yeah, it's like 7. Yeah, yeah, it's like 7, 7.5. So I can do a long jog. I'm in great shape for it. Longest I've done is 13. I've done like a half marathon worth. I would like to do longer, but I mentally and physically have to get into that. Um, my biggest struggle on that is I don't hydrate enough before jogs. So I feel like if I sit there and I hydrate and I hydrate and I hydrate, and then I say, okay, let's go do this long jog, I think I could pull off a longer jog than 13. I definitely could. Okay, we're reeling it back, all the way back. So went to Subway, then I went to Walmart. I hope OJ Simpson's still watching. OJ Simpson, not the real OJ, but real enough for me to be the real OJ. Uh, if you're still here, which who knows, you could be gone. But he asked me if I had, he didn't ask me, but he said, go try the Bluebell Toaster Strudel ice cream, the strawberry toaster strudel ice cream, which is basically like a strawberry Pop-Tart ice cream. I've been looking for that damn ice cream for like 2 or 3 days now. I've checked every Aldi I could check. I've checked every Walmart I could check. You know what? I ain't found it. That's number one. That's one of the things. Other than I couldn't find, went in this Subway. That other Subway told me it won't be till February. Was the Oreo footlong cookie. I am going to hope that I will get it tomorrow when I'm in Raleigh. When I see a Subway, I'm pulling over and I'm looking for it. Now, someone said they were trying the Baja subs tomorrow, and Baja subs. I have not tried them yet. You know why I haven't tried them yet? Because I wanted to try them alongside the Oreo footlong. So I'm losing out on views on the Oreo footlong at this point. I've already lost out on views on the Baja sub because everybody wanted to know about the Baja sub. Could have found out weeks ago when they dropped. So anyone that really wanted to know about them, without my opinion on them, now knows about them. So it's like it's a moot point, right? And so it's gonna be a fun review. I'm still gonna have fun, no matter the number of views. I'm still gonna have a good time. But I'm getting impatient. I don't like waiting forever. You know, could bad. It's alive. What do you want me to do? You know? And Stephen Hawking, what do you mean? How did that man babble on? The dude was talking into a computer. That's a Stephen Hawking's. How do you babble on like that? Like, what is he typing a mile a minute and then like, I know with today's technology, if you're speaking like through a computer, I know that you probably have settings where it can go a mile a minute and babble on, but how's that man babbling on? I thought that was always just he typed stuff, and maybe it was a long sentence, but he ain't babbling on. Man, I lost so many views because of what I just said. Anyways, the sun is going down, so they're peacing out just like I need to peace out, I guess. Is that the message? Is that the vibe? I don't know. But So Subway didn't work out. The Bluebell ice cream didn't work out. What did work out, so yesterday I got the Dr. Pepper Blackberry. But I'm so weird and particular about um, reviewing this stuff. I do not like, I like getting the 20-ounce bottles. That's what I like. I like grabbing that. I like the aesthetic of it. And I like posing for the thumbnail, showing that bottle off. And I caved and bought the zero sugar and the full sugar um, cans, the 12-ounce cans, the 12-ounce 12-pack, both the same thing. It's in the end, you end up with 44 ounces of soda divided into 12 different cans. It's not 44. I did my math wrong. I'm an idiot. Why did I get 44 out of 12 times 12? I need to go back to school. Take me back to school, Mama. Because I need a school lesson for that. I mean, that was terrible math. That was girl math. You know why I got that? Because it's 144. Why I took the 1 off the 144, I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. There's too much going on in my head. I'm getting tired now. What time did I wake up? Technically, I woke up at 7, but I started tossing and turning at like 6 a.m. this morning. I had a weird dream. First, my ex-coworker was like, I don't know where she showed up at, but I think we all, like for some reason, the company I work at, we all met somewhere like public. It was nice and bright and sunny, and my ex-coworker was there, and then she had her baby with her, and it was a very confusing set of scenarios. The only other thing I remembered is somehow it shifted from that to then I don't know if I'm at a wedding or where I'm at in my dream. I hope they're not a window to the future. Sometimes they are. But I really hope that's not a window to the future, because this second part would really hurt me so sorely if it was. Maybe it's a wake-up call. I need to stop it before it happens. But the other part was like an ex-crush of mine. This girl I used to like. For some reason, I don't know if we were at a wedding or where we were at, but she rolls up as jolly as can be with some boyfriend of hers. But I don't, it was weird. Or they were like married, or it was a, see, I can't give you the context because all I know is I saw her, she was happy, and she was with a man. And that was it. So it's like, hello Texas, yeehaw. It was so weird though. Like, some of these dreams are just so weird. Like, you can't explain them. Like, and you can't remember them. It's like you see a couple things and they're in your head, and then you're like, oh, I just don't know what happened here. Gotta try and piece the things together. Like one time, I saw, and this was last winter, I saw Patrick Mahomes. I'm a Broncos fan. Why? What are you? I'm not taking anything. I don't do drugs. Well, I say that we'll switch to that conversation in a second. Last winter I had a dream, and it won me like $500. Of course, a couple weeks after that, I blew all that at an auction, spending $3,000 on a dog. But I had a dream where Patrick Mahomes, and mind you, this was like right after the Chiefs lost to the Raiders on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. It's terrible. The Chiefs were not looking good. They were down and out. I'm a Broncos fan, by the way. I had a dream that Patrick Mahomes was celebrating with confetti. And that sealed the deal for me. I said, yep, I'm betting on them to win the Super Bowl. They were not the favorites last year. You had the Bills in their way. People were saying the Niners were going to beat them. You know, you had all kinds of odds against them because, again, they got hot in the playoffs like I expected to happen, but they were not doing good to end the regular season. They were limping. They were limping in. So I knew what was going to happen. I bet on them to beat everybody they played. Win AFC Championship game, win Super Bowl, and it worked. And it worked. They may beat them, but I still got to make a pick on who's going to win that game. I got to check. I'm in a football group, a pick'em group, and we all gotta, it's a week by week thing where you pick the teams you think are going to win. Right now, I'm in third place. I'm either in third or tied for third, so it's getting real dicey here. And so everyone's picking the Eagles, of course. So I mean that is what it is. And then you've got this interesting scenario where I gotta be like, okay, do I choose Bills or Chiefs? And then if everyone's choosing the Bills and I'm picking the Bills, now we gotta have a tiebreaker score. So what kind of score do I have to predict it to be? I'm thinking it's not gonna be super high scoring. I'm thinking one team might reach 30, and then the loser's gonna get upper 20s. So I'm gonna say, I guess I'm gonna put 57 on it. I think 57's fair. I think that's fair. So, yeah, we talked about something that wasn't food. Dreams and football. So, kind of looks like I got long hair when I'm just in the dark. Chiefs will smoke them, I'm sure. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be close. But I just think with the Chiefs at home and the Chiefs with experience, the Bills, did they do great? There's been a lot of weaknesses I've seen in the Bills, a lot of struggles. Like they've really done great. They've really done great for lack of talent in a lot of positions. Like they've got some talent, but there's some holes. So it's going to be interesting. I think the Chiefs will win, personally. But yeah, I mean, who did the Bills? They lost to the Rams in a shootout, but they had a really bad game. I don't know if it was against they won it. I think it was against the Jets. I think they lost to the Jets. And no, sorry, not lost. I'm an idiot. They didn't lose. No, they blew out the Jets. There was one team at the end of the season. One team that they really struggled against. I know that means nothing. I mean, the Raiders beat the Chiefs last year when they won the Super Bowl. But there's just been some struggles I've seen for the Bills that kind of look concerning, right? So that's my thing. You know, anything can happen, of course, but I just don't see it in the Bills. So I don't want football to be the last thing I talk about, but we're tapering, kind of faded. Everyone's got Philly. I got Philly. It would be interesting to see Washington win, though. I've got a song prepared for it. So I've already memorized the Fly Eagle Fly song. I'm a Broncos fan, but I know some Eagles fans. I'm like, I'm gonna memorize it for them. My brother's girlfriend, Eagles fan. One of my friend's wife's Eagles fan. I got that thing down pat. But I got a new song that you guys should hear in case the Eagles lose either game. So it's Die, Eagles Die. Oh, no, wait. So you can do one or two ways. You can do Cry Eagles Cry or Die Eagles Cry. I think it makes more sense to do Cry Eagles Cry. Yeah. Okay. Cry Eagles Cry on the road to misery. Die Eagles Die. Throw a punch now. 1, 2, 3. Hit them low. Hit them high. You get how the Eagles fans like to throw punches and fight. So hit them low, hit them high. And watch them Eagles cry. Cry, Eagles cry on the road to misery. Losers, losers. So not Eagles. We're not spelling Eagles. And they can't even spell. Eagles in Philadelphia. I can't spell it, but we'll go ahead and sing that. Cry, Eagles, cry on the road to misery. Die, Eagles, die. Throw a punch now, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em. No, I'm gonna start over. It's supposed to be hit 'em high, hit 'em low. Hey, hit 'em high, hit 'em low. Okay. Now I got people leaving because they don't want to hear me sing. That's fine. Cool. Bye. You know what? This is the great way to end it. This is how we're gonna end this video right now. We're gonna end in song. Okay? So, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Cry, Eagles, cry on the road to misery. Die, Eagles, die. Throw a punch now, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch them Eagles cry. Cry, Eagles, cry on the road to misery. LOSERS, losers. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this live, and I'll see y'all around. Yeah.